Hello everyone. Today we start chapter 4 multiplication. We use multiplication to find the total number when a group is repeated a certain number of times. So here we can find the total value by multiplying the numbers. So you have already learned the multiplication of 2-digit number by 2-digit number and 3-digit number by 1-digit number or 2-digit number by 1-digit numbers. So here we shall learn the multiplication of 3-digit number by 2-digit number, 4-digit number by 1-digit number, and so on. So to multiply large numbers we follow some steps. Before starting the multiplication, I would like to tell you about the properties of multiplication. And dear students, first of all, it is very important to learn the table. Without learning table, you would not be able to do multiplication. You will get difficulty to do the multiply. Okay, so first of all, make sure and learn the tables at least up to 20 number, and then you will easily find out the product of two numbers. So first of all, we start by properties of multiplication. First property is order property. We can multiply two numbers in any order and product remains the same. So in this way we can understand, suppose we consider two numbers 3 and 4. We have to find the multiplication, we have to multiply these both numbers. So what we will get here, 3 multiply 4 is equal to 3 4s are 12. Okay, so first you know the terms of the numbers. So with the number which we have to multiply, okay, in a multiplication sum, the number to be multiplied is called multiplicand. It is known as multiplicand. And the number by which we multiply is called multiplier. Okay, and the answer result we are getting here, that is known as result. Sorry, that is called product. Fine. So here, according the order property, you see, if we change the order of the number, in the place of 4 we can write here 3, and in the place of 3 we can write here 4. Means multiplier can write on the place of multiplicand, and multiplicand we can write on the place of multiplier. So in this way we can write 4 multiply 3 also. So 4 multiply 3 is equal to 12, 4 3s are 12, and if we change the order of the numbers, multiplier and multiplicand, then 3 4s are 12. So in both case answer remain same, product remains same. Okay, so this property is known as order property. Second property is multiplicative property of 1. Here we see the value of 1. What would happen when we multiply any number by 1? We get number itself. Okay, so for an example, I have taken here 12. Okay, so if we multiply 1 by 12, we get here 12 ones are 12. It is, the product is equal to multiplicand. Okay, when we multiply 6 multiply 1, so product will be number itself. Okay, so by which number, any number we multiplied by 1, we get number itself. So this is known as the multiplicative property of 1. So in any number, if we multiply 1 by any number, so answer will be number itself. Third property is multiplicative property of 0. So in this property, when any number is multiplied by 0, the product is always 0. Or we can say the product of number and 0 is always 0. For example, if I multiplied 2 by 0, then number will be, the product will be 0. Okay, so product of number and 0 is always 0. So if we multiply 0 by any number, we will get product as a 0. Okay, so these are some examples according the property. So these are three properties. Let's see next property. Next property is grouping property. So while multiplying more than two numbers, the product remain the same. So students, the grouping property is like a order property. So in order property we had two numbers that we can change the order of the numbers and product will remain same, okay, according the order property. But in grouping property we have more than two numbers, three numbers or four numbers. So there is no matter how many numbers we have, but the simply we can follow the order property in the grouping property, like we can change the order of the numbers and the product will remain same. Let's get one example. 4 multiply 8 multiply 2. Okay, we have these numbers. So first I multiply these both numbers. So first I will make the group of 4 and 8. Okay, so 4 8 ja 32 and then multiply 2. So answer will be 2 2 ja 4 and 2 3 ja 6. So answer is 64. Here you see, if I change the group of the numbers, or we can change the order of the numbers. So you see here, if now here you see I multiply these both number first. So 4 remains same, 8 2 ja 16 and 16 4 ja again 64. So in both condition you see answer is same. I have changed the groups here. Here is the group of 4 and 8 and here is the group of 8 and 2. We can do one more thing. If I change the order and group also, so first I multiply here these both number. So here you see I change the order also. I write 2 in place of 8 and 8 in place of 2. So I make the here group 4 and 2. Then you see what would be the answer after multiplying these all three numbers. So 4 2s are 8 and 8 remains same and 8 8 just 64. So in these all conditions you see answer remain same. That means this is called the grouping property, and that means we can change the order or group of the numbers but answer remain same after multiplying them. Okay, so this is your grouping property number 4. Now next property is distributive property of multiplication over addition. So dear student, this property is little bit different. So first by one example I explain you this property, then you understand in better way. Okay, so for example I took here 2 multiply 3 plus 5. I took these three numbers. Okay, now you see here is a group of two numbers 3 and 5, but sign is given addition. That's why it is and here when what sum I will get here after adding these 3 and 5, we have to multiply the sum by 2. That's why this property is known as multiplication over addition. Now you are getting, according the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Okay, so we have to do this property. So first let's solve. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8 and here multiply 2. So 2 8 cha 16. Okay, now in another manner we can say, we can write in this way. 2 we have to multiply in 3. So first we multiply 2 by 3, then addition is given there, so we put here plus sign, and then we multiply 2 by 5. Okay, why is it so? We can write in this way also. Okay, so 3 2 ja 6. Now separate two addends we have. Okay, this is one addend, this is another addend. So when we multiply the two addends separately and then we find the sum, our answer will be same. So 3 2 ja 6, 5 2 ja 10, 10 plus 6 is equal to 16. So this is your distributive property. Okay, so distributive property you see, sorry I have written here wrong. Actually this is distributive. property. Okay, yes. So according to this property, we can say the product of a number, okay, multiplied by the sum of two number is equal. Multiply by the sum of two number is equal to the sum of the products of the numbers with the two addends separately. Okay, what we have done here, we separate the addend and separately we multiplied by 2 and then we find here the sum. But here first we add the number and then we multiply. So what we are getting, the both answers are same. Here is also 16 and here is also 16. Okay, so this is your distributive property over multiplication, of multiplication over addition. So let's start exercise 4a based on these properties. Okay, so this is your exercise 4a. First question is fill in the blanks by using the product properties of multiplication. So first we do first question. One more thing, students, I want to share that I don't have book today and this is the captured pic in the phone, so I wouldn't be able to write on the screen. Okay, so I'm writing separately, but you just write these first and second first question in book only. Okay, don't write in copy, but I'm showing you the solution in the notebook itself. Okay, yes, so these are some questions which I have noted here from the phone. So let's do. First one is given 3 multiply 15. So here we have to use order property. Okay, so one number is missing here. 3 is given here, but one number is missing. So number 15 is missing. So our answer would be here 15. Okay, another question B, you see 16 and 28, both numbers are given, but here is given only 28. That means 16 is missing. So we will write here 16 according the order property. In question number D, C you have to do, I have done, I will do here this D1. Okay, so 485 and product is 0. Product is 0, that means what? According the property of 0, multiplication property of 0, when we multiply any number by 0, then answer remain 0. That means here will be 0. Now this is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. So you see 9 and 97, both number are given here, but here is one more different number is given 3, which is missing in this case. So what we will do, we will write here number 3. Okay, so these are A, B, D and E question, and rest of the questions C, C1, F1 and G1, these 3 you have to do by your own. Fine. Now we start multiplication by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay, so we observe the following rules when we multiply a number by 10, 100 and 1000. So first of all, it is given in your book to multiply a given number by 10, put 1 0 on the right of the given number. Okay, when we multiply any number by 10, we have to put in product. What product we are getting? We have to put 1 0 on the right of the given number. Okay, given number means suppose the number is given here for 485 and we have to multiply by 10. So our number is 485. So as a product, what we have to do? We have to put 1 0 on the right side. So right side, this is left side and this is right side. So right side we have to put 1 0 because we have 1 0 in 10. So in product, what we have to do? We have to write the number which is given and then we have to put simply 1 0. No need to multiply by 0, then by 1, then we have to add. No, simply without multiplying we can find the answer easily. Okay, in same manner, to multiply a given number by 100, we put 2 zeros on the right of the given number. Now same example we carry here. 485 is number, and we multiply by 100. So number is given 485, and we have to put 20 to the right of the number. So our answer will be same. Now you see, I didn't multiply here. No need to multiply the number, three digits number. Simply what we have to do, if we multiply by 1, so we get number itself. Okay, and 2 zeros are given there, so simply we have to put here 2 zeros to the right of the number, and that would be your answer. In same manner we use here that if we multiply a given number by 1000, so put 3 zeros on the right of the given number. So again same number I am using here and multiplying by 1000. So answer is 485, and now 3 zeros are given there, so I put here 30 to the right of the number, and that would be your answer. Correct? So in this way we can find answer by multiplying 10, 100 or 1000 without actual multiplication. Okay, by seeing the number we can find out the answer. So in question number 2, find the products of the following. Try to solve mentally. Mentally means no need to solve in proper manner, just you have to find the answer by seeing the numbers. Now you see, I will not solve these questions. Okay, I am just giving you 1 to 3 questions, and then you have to do by your own in the book only. So first is given 47 multiplied 10. Now what we have to do, 47 we write here as it is, and then we have to put 10 after 7. After 7 means to the right of the 7. Then your answer will be 470. Okay, here 37 multiply 30. So simply you have to multiply by 3 the given number. Okay, and what answer you will get after getting answer, you have to put 0 to the right of the number. In this way you have to do. If you are not getting, then you can ask me personally. Once you try, once you do, and then if you are not getting, then ask to me. Okay, so in this way your exercise 4A is completed, and till then, bye bye. Thanks for watching video.